This morning, 2 civilians were killed on this site. One person was taken to hospital with serious injuries. These are the results of the shelling of Kostiantynivka. The whole street is filled with shrapnel like this. But the worst thing is that the city's central market is a few dozen meters away. Nina lives not far from the site of the Russian attack. The woman assures she was just lucky that she was not home at the time of the explosion.
We would definitely be injured because there are a lot of fragments from the explosion everywhere. I heard all this, but we didn't know where to go, and I started to go here. But guys from the blood transfusion center stopped me, asked me where I was going, and told me how many wounded and dead are here.
2 residents of Kostyantynivka were killed as a result of the impact. According to neighbors, the locals were walking towards the central city market. There are always a lot of people here during its opening hours. Did you see who was lying there?
Yes, I know both of them.
So they are your neighbors?
Yes, they live over there.
While our crew is talking to witnesses, another powerful explosion is heard in the city. Already at the site of the new shelling, we noticed that Russian strike came not far from the residential area with no military facilities anywhere nearby. There were no casualties here. Nevertheless, windows were blown out in the nearby residential buildings.
I heard the guided aerial bomb flying, I heard the explosion down the street, and I decided that I had to call home. And here we are. We have one glass left from the previous explosion. There was one in the yard and everything was blown out.
There is no active evacuation of civilians from Kostyantynivka, and people from neighboring towns are also joining the locals living here. Alevtina and Tatiana are from Toretsk. A day ago they managed to leave the city, which was burning from shelling.
My granddaughter died, and her son is in hospital. They were trapped under the rubble. Her son survived, but my granddaughter was dead when they pulled her out. The guys dug a hole and buried her right in the front yard.
Given the size of the city, Kostyantynivka can be considered densely populated. About 20,000 civilians still remain in the city, despite the fact that the enemy is trying to surround it from 2 sides. On one side is Chasiv Yar, which is about 10 kilometers away, and on the other side is Toretsk, where active hostilities are now taking place. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Alena Gramova, Alexander Kolichev, UATV News.